The doctors marveled at how quickly she recovered after the serious operation. Hi everyone, it's Scott here from That's English School. Verb power times 4. 4つの動詞を紹介します。どっかで聞いたことあるような気がするな。でも一度も使ったことがないかな。という方が数多くいます。例えば今回の3つ目の動詞、Marvel。マーベルコミック。もう知らない人いないぐらい有名ですよね。スパイダーマンとか、あとはアベンジャーズもありますよね。でもね、Marvel という動詞の意味と使い方、きちんと理解している方が、少ないというふうに、感じてます。たくさんの動詞を理解するとね、当然、英語力を伸ばすことができます。英単語リストはとてもいい勉強法だと思いますが、やはりストーリー性がないとすぐ忘れてしまいますよね。人間ですから。Okay, enough of my Japanese intro. Let's move on to the first verb. The first verb is scrutinize. 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 Here's the meaning in Japanese. This means to look at something extremely carefully. This is often used by professionals who have to make very important decisions. Someone like a tax accountant, a forensic scientist, an archaeologist. When you scrutinize something, you have to be very serious. It needs a lot of concentration. The jewel dealer scrutinized the diamond for 5 minutes using a special microscope. So I'm sure you've seen these guys in the movies, got this thing and they're looking down like this. They're scrutinizing. The insurance company scrutinized the accident report and finally gave their verdict. So like an insurance company have to be really careful with the details. They can't make any mistakes because a lot of money is at stake. They have to scrutinize. Here is a real-life quote from Kourtney Kardashian, a super famous American media personality. I'm probably the least harsh on myself, and I try not to scrutinize everything about my body. As a new mom, it is what it is, and we just have to do our best. The second one is flourish. 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 This is what it means in Japanese. So this means for a person or perhaps a business to grow and develop healthily and strongly. This is usually because the environment and conditions are perfect. Flourish comes from flower, and it is very similar to the verb to blossom. That new Indian restaurant is the only one in town, so business is flourishing. So we often use flourishing for a business. They're making a lot of money, they have a lot of customers, they're doing good, they are flourishing. My daughter has really started to flourish since she changed school and made new friends. So we often use flourish in a very positive way for people too, when they grow and they develop and they just become better and better. It's great to see. And here's a real-life quote from the British cyclist Chris Hoy. I'm sure in the long run, cycling will continue to grow and flourish, not just in the UK, but all around the world.
All right there, mister.
Hi there.
Is this a festival?
Yes, it's an international food festival.
And what are you doing here?
Oh, we are promoting our restaurant.
Oh, is your business flourishing?
Yes. We're doing very well, thanks.
Do you have a lot of money?
No, I don't have a lot of money.
What's that?
What? This? These are just some apples. They're Fuji apples from Aomori. We only use the best ingredients in our restaurant.
Can I try some?
Sure. Knock yourself out. Why are you scrutinizing it like that?
Does it have onions in it? I don't like onions.
It's just a piece of apple.
Smells like onions.
The third verb is marvel. 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 What does it mean in Japanese? I'm pretty sure everyone has heard of this one, thanks to Spider-Man and his friends. When you are amazed, you can't stop looking at someone or something. It's a very positive meaning, and of course, it's related to marvelous. It's normally used with the preposition at, to marvel at something. The tourists marveled at the sheer size of the Grand Canyon as they got closer and closer to the edge. So you can imagine their hearts are racing, they're so excited, they are marveling at this amazing sight. I couldn't help marveling at how the magician made the entire building disappear. So imagine you're there and suddenly the building, it's gone. And here's a real-life quote from author and Nobel Peace Prize winner Elie Wiesel. I marvel at the resilience of the Jewish people. Their best characteristic is their desire to remember. No other people has such an obsession with memory. The next verb is insinuate. 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 In Japanese, you'd say, the most common way of using it is to suggest or hint something indirectly, and usually in an unfriendly or sarcastic way. It's used in everyday conversation, but can also be found quite a lot in police or courtroom situations. It can also mean that you're trying to join a group in a sneaky way. Are you insinuating that it was me who scratched your car? How dare you? So, in this case, the person really wants to accuse this person, but they're just insinuating. They're kind of saying it indirectly, so as not to get into a fight or something. It's quite sarcastic and unfriendly. He tried to insinuate himself into the crime organization by posing as a gangster. So we see this quite a lot in Hollywood movies, where like the undercover cop, he goes into like some bad guy's group and he pretends to be a bad guy with them, but actually he's really a cop. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah, I think so. Next up is a real-life quote from the movie Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. That's the best English accent I can do right now. It's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa. Pardon me, Professor, but what exactly are you insinuating?
You know, I think I've seen you on TV.
Yeah, I've been interviewed a few times.
Yeah, no, I remember. My mum was marveling at the way you cooked steak.
She was marveling at my technique.
But she said Gordon Ramsay was better looking.
What are you insinuating?
I'm not insinuating anything. I'm saying it straight. Yeah. She said, your food looks great, but you were nothing to write home about.
Nothing to write home about? Oh, you cheeky little...
Are you insinuating that I'm being cheeky?
What do you think?
Mom! Mummy!
It's homework time. So I'm going to give you a Japanese sentence and I want you to change it into some beautiful English and put your answer down in the comments. Okay? And I'll check it later. So the sentence is this. 上司は私に仕事を辞めてほしいと遠回しに言った。大変ですね。どうしたんだろうね。Okay. So good luck and put your answers down in the comment and I'll check it later. Are you ready to watch one more video? Go on, you know you want to. Click over here. This is the video about disgusting. It's a super useful video and I'm sure you're going to learn lots of new things there. Okay? I'll see you over there. Let's go.